Start singing.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Xmas U Enthusiasm. Today's randomly generated episode is very dramatic. The Korean Bookie, Season 5, Episode 9. It came out, debuted, or not released, first aired. What the fucking, I don't know. It was first shown November 27, 2005. So first of all, before we even get started, gentle reminder. Ooh, creep myself out. This is not a review of the show or the episode itself. We're just keeping score of Larry's transgressions, a word you know I fucking hate. Although, as much I hate saying the word, but as much as I hate saying it for some reason, I can't stop saying it. I also hate just as much me bitching about saying it. So I gotta stop that. I gotta stop both. Maybe you people can help me. I don't know. I don't know what you can do, but I hate all of it. Anyway, we keep score of Larry's confrontations, big and small. We keep a running score. Sometimes he wins, sometimes he loses. We add them all up, and at the end of the all 120 episodes or whatever, which will be I'll finish in the year 26,002. We'll see who is he the asshole everybody thinks, or sometimes he comes out ahead. We'll see. So far this season 2, after 2 episodes, his record is 10-13. So we're trying to get Larry up to 500 for the season here, series, whatever. I do have to say, my big announcement for this episode is I think I have to accept. I guess I'm sunglasses people now. By the way, if you can hear music behind me, it's some shit fucking band that sets up outside Wegmans every Thursday in the summer. I don't know. They were playing Frampton a minute ago. If you can hear it, sorry, not sorry if you can't. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, I think all my life, I've never been able to wear sunglasses. I just never thought, I'm not cool enough to pull them off. I'm not good looking. It's like, anytime I had put them on, I just assume everybody's looking at me like, who does this motherfucker think he is? I'm just not cool. I just can't do it. But over the last year or two, somehow the sun, once you get to a certain point of the sun is just parked inside my eyeballs at all times. So between that and I lucked into finding a pair at my brother's house. Someone had left, nobody knows. It's like my perfect prescription, and they look kind of cool. So now I have sunglasses that also help me see better. So now not only am I wearing them outside when the sun is just burning a hole through my retinas, I've started wearing them inside because I can see the TV better. Even though, so now I'm like, fuck it. I just now I've got them. When I'm bebopping around Wegmans 12 times a day, sometimes I'm have on them because at this point I'm like, fuck it. So yeah, I don't know if the great suntan lotion episode of 2011 was the gateway happening. I used to be like, suntan lotions for wusses. I'm a tough guy. So then I would just, stand in the sun and I'd be like a flame broiled whopper, just the skin just boiling itself. Until one day I was like, why don't I just put on some suntan lotion? Not suntan lotion. Oh, great. Now my one fucking text of the century comes in when I'm trying to talk to you people. Is it suntan lotion? I feel like that's a bit aspirational for me, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so now I'm sunglasses people, and if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. So anyway, who's this motherfucker? I guess I could turn the sound down. Anyway. Oh, and also, I got to get ready to start saying goodbye to my favorite Wegmans sub, the cheeseburger sub I talked about last season. Best sub I've ever had in my life, but it's limited time. So they're taking it away June 24th. I don't know why. I can't be the only one who loves this sandwich. It's a cheeseburger sub, but it's meatballs. Go back. You'll find it in a previous episode. I don't know. It's these limited time things. Even ones I don't like or don't care about, except for the McRib, which Fuck that. Like for instance, I hate Papa John's. It's always been my least favorite. The big pizzas. Plus, he turns out to be a shithead. I'll never order Papa John's, so I'll never have the Shack pepperoni pizza, whatever. But I just saw today that it's becoming part of their permanent menu. I'm finding out that anytime one of these wacky or limited time only menu items become permanent, like I get a strange swell of pride, like a tear slides slowly down my cheek while I'm doing that Charles S. Dutton slow clap in Rudy. It's like for some reason I feel like even if I'll never get the fucking thing, it's like somebody watching. I guess it's like someone at an orphanage watching a kid get adopted. You know, that's what it must be like. Also, over the last 2 days, I've seen 2 different dudes walking around who are legit 7 feet tall. So all of a sudden, I don't know if the Wizards have all moved out here, or I mean, if it's just 2 7-footers like living on my block, they have to be together, right? Like, am I living in the same building as 2 7-footers fucking? Could be. Hey, I'll be on the lookout the next 12 times I'm at Wegmans tonight. Anyway, all right, on to the episode. Here, I'm going to start doing the quick synopsis from IMDb. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Whatever. Here it is from the IMDb. Larry takes his chances with a Korean bookie. While Cheryl's friends get married on the beach, Larry accuses the Korean bookie of cooking up Jeff's dog and serving him for dinner. Okay, Larry takes his chances. Okay, his Korean bookie. Got it. Okay, I didn't get the joke at first. Anyway. So first up, right out the gate, we have Larry against Cheryl. They're going to the beach to hang out at some bonfire with some shit friends of theirs who, the only thing we know about them so far, that we saw them once before, and Larry accused the guy of stealing his newspaper every morning. So why are they even friends? I don't even know why they're hanging out, but whatever. They're going to the beach. And Cheryl's arguing Larry wants to bring along a jacket in case it gets cold. And Cheryl, for some reason, is arguing against this. Like, she's not even like, whatever. Who gives a shit, old man? It's like, she's actively saying, why, don't bring it. And it's like, it's not even like he has to lug it around. They have a car. You can just leave it in the fucking car. If he doesn't want to, doesn't have to use it. But who argues against this? Like, you're going to be sitting on the beach. You know it's going to get cold. I thought women were supposed to be the colder gender. But, now that I've hit a certain age, I'm always fucking cold. I used to be able to roll around in a soaking wet t-shirt, ladies, in winter and laugh at people who are hot. But now I spend a lot of my day asking people, are you cold? I'm cold. I think I'm cold. So I don't know why she would. Like, I feel like the first time I officially finally hit adulthood was a couple years back. The first time I ever said to myself, you know what, I should probably bring along a jacket just in case. I don't know why Cheryl would. I mean, I know I guess they got to set it up for the plot, but come up with a better way. But again, I'm not judging the episode. But so right out, Cheryl's crazy. Who would argue that? Let him have the jacket. Larry, out of the gate, 1-0 for Larry. Now we cut to they're at the beach. They're all sitting around eating s'mores. Again, I don't know why these people are even friends. But anyway, and Larry's just sitting there bitching about how stupid s'mores are. Now I don't give a fuck about s'mores. They are kind of stupid. Who cares? Whatever. And I'd be a little more sympathetic to him bitching because it could be funny if he did it right. But also there's a scene in Wings that I'm thinking about it when Brian's bitching about s'mores, that they're stupid. And he said, the name is stupid, s'mores. They should be called so stupids, which is just a reminder from me. You people should be watching Wings. So don't overrated, overlook show. Pause this bullshit. Go watch as much Wings as you can. Great show. What were we talking about? S'mores. And I want to be sympathetic or whatever. Like, who cares? But then he tries to dance on lasers by saying, hey, I know y'all are having fun. I don't want to get in the way of that. But it's like you can't shit on everybody while saying, hey, don't let me get in the way of your fun. You are in the way of having fun. That's some next level bullshit. So Tied up already, 1-1. Okay, so now we get to what may be the most insane thing in the whole goddamn series. This friend, they're at the beach, and this couple, one of whom Larry had accused of stealing his newspapers, they announced they're engaged. They're gonna get married. Everybody's happy, and that's when Larry sees, because he had gone back to his car because he was cold, just like he fucking told Cheryl he would be. Goes to get his jacket. Marla, I think her name is Marla, the woman we just got engaged. She's wearing his jacket. This is fucking insane. And it gets even worse because the first thing she says, he's like, he tries to be friendly. To his credit, he gives us the big hug. Larry's probably hugged 3 people the entire show, running the show, and one of them is this fucking idiot we're never going to see again. And he tries to be nice. He's like, oh, you have my jacket. And she's like, yeah, saw it in some car. And, it was cold, so I took it. And it's like, some car? Like, you don't even know the fucking car? What if it was a stranger's car? Oh, hey, here's someone stealing my jacket. Let me blow your fucking brains out. You do this in parking lots? Like, next time you're Home Depot, you see a fucking sweater in a car? Oh, let me grab that. And then blammo, you're walking around fucking Home Depot in a new sweater? That's just how you fucking operate? What the fuck? I saw it in some car. Jesus Christ. And she sees Larry shivering. He's standing right there. It's not like they're at the fucking Rose Bowl. It's like there's 6 people there. She sees him, and she's still like, look at me. Some car. Why would you even admit that? And here's a fucking idea. How about asking someone, hey guys, it's cold. Does anybody bring a jacket or a sweater or something? Apparently you're close enough to these people to invite them to your fucking wedding. But you can't say, does anybody have an extra? Half a fucking dozen white women in their 40s and 50s, and you're telling me none of them brought an extra jacket? Absolutely fucking 1,000% ridiculous. And some car, like, even if she had said, I was walking by the car, and I said, oh, that's Larry's jacket, he won't mind, and then I forgot to say something, all right, I can live with that, but some car, so I just grabbed it? What the fuck? Larry wins that one. Fucking walk off. 2-1 now. And of course, remember for later, she dropped a s'more on the jacket, so she also got it fucking felt dirty, maybe unusable. She might be in the fucking Curb Sucks Hall of Fame. I mean, she's fucking that's fucking insane. So then we come back. Larry and Cheryl are back at their house. And Cheryl's arguing with him. He shouldn't be mad at what's her face for taking the jacket. What the fuck is wrong with you? Well, I mean, I'm embarrassed. I'm even talking about taking up valuable seconds talking about her defending in this. And it's not even like you're in front of your friend. Like you'd have to. Hey, come on, Larry, don't take what's her face's jacket. You're in front of your friend. You got to do a little bullshit. But you're home now. Yes, of course you can be like, what the fuck? What's that bitch doing taking your jacket, And then acting like a fucking lunatic. Some car. How can you even defend that? And then she tries to invoke, because Larry told her, as the 3 pigs, he is prepared. And she tries to argue him about don't argue about the 3 fucking pigs for your bullshit, Cheryl. Don't besmirch those inevitably tasty motherfuckers. Don't you dare. Larry crushes her in this one. This is so stupid. He's up 3-1 this episode. Now we get over to Jeff and Susie's, and Oscar's there, the dog, and Larry makes a joke about Oscar's fat or getting fat, and Susie gets upset and yells at him. And at first I thought it was kind of funny, like, all right, call him dog fat. That's kind of funny. I was going to give Larry the win, but then I was reminded, I got these 2 great dogs in my life. They're cousins, Scooter and Shep, and Scooter's really skinny. And Shep is a little chunkier. So when I see Shep, I make a big deal out of, let me get my paws all on you, and he's chunky, and I'm like, I love how chunky he is, and maybe I've even called him fat. I don't know, because I think it's great. But maybe I've been wrong this whole time. Maybe it's not that he doesn't maybe understand the word, but, the sentiment. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't feel great about calling a dog fat, even if I think it's affectionately, and I'm shoveling treats down his gullet. Maybe I don't. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Maybe Larry shouldn't either. So I'm gonna put a hand out to Larry in this episode if he's listening. Hey, let's change together. I'll evolve, you evolve, we'll evolve together, buddy. All right. So Larry, shit, loses that one. So 3-2. Sorry, I lost track of the score. I can't believe that's the first time I've done that in 13 episodes. All right, now this is a big one. So a couple of episodes before, he had this thing where he purposefully bumps into this rabbi's car so he can have an excuse to meet up with him and talk to him and yada, 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 yada. And then he gave the guy $1,500 to fix the car. Now, driving through the parking lot, Larry sees this car and sees that he hasn't fixed the tail light, so now he's pissed off. He's like, I gave this guy $1,500 to fix the car. He didn't fix the car. What did they do with the money? Okay, a couple reasons this is insane. I mean, it's just all insane. Like, what do you care? You gave the money. What do you care? There's zero reason to bring this up. In the end, the right answer, they're arguing about, Larry confronts him, of course, blah, blah, blah. And the guy says, to be honest, I paid to have my daughter's boo job. You have your confidence, yada, yada. And Larry's pissed. He's like, I gave you the money for the car. And it's like, Larry, what are you, his parent? Like, what the fuck? So anyway, but my big thing with this, Larry's wrong. The money's his. He can do what he wants with them. But how the fuck did Larry recognize this guy's car? Like, he and Jeff, they're just driving through this parking lot, and like out of the corner of his eye, Larry sees this car. It's not even like a distinctive car. It's just some random brown, beige Cutlass Sierra or whatever. It looks like every other fucking car in the parking lot. It's not like there's a bumper sticker that says "Rabbis do it better," and he's like, oh, that's so and so. He just out of the corner of his eye, is like Larry David, fucking car detective or something. What the fuck is? It's so unfucking believable. That is totally bananas bullshit. But and to confront this guy, it's just fucking pointless. Larry, 3-3. On another note, that is another instance of Larry just constantly. He just happens to bump into this fucking rabbi. I mean, he sees his car, but that's it. It's just another case of Larry just wandering around, constantly bumping into people he knows, which doesn't happen to anybody else on Earth. And let me say this, as I'm thinking about that scene, because he does this a lot. I've always fucking hated Jeff's when he says, "Oh, that's a big bowl of, sucks," or "That's a big bowl of terrible," or whatever. I don't know. Did he think he did this a lot in the beginning? Did he think this was gonna become a catchphrase? Like the church lady, where's the beef? And Jeff Green's big bowl of whatever. I hate it. Always driven a fucking chill down my spine. I've hated it. Anyway. All right, so moving along. Turns out Oscar's missing. Larry goes to Susie's house. She's upset. Oscar's missing. Oscar the dog. So now we got to talk about Bobby Lee, who he's the Korean Bookie in the title. And he runs a florist shop, and he's been placing some bets for Larry, and Larry loses some big game or whatever. So he shows up to pay Bobby Lee the money he owes him, and he shows up and he announces it. "I owe you some money. I'm gonna pay." Opens up his wallet and immediately says, "Oh shit, I don't have any money." So it's like, why did you fucking show up? Like, who does that? So they have a little back and forth. It's nothing crazy. But I'm like, Larry, who does that? "I owe you money, I'm here." And then, la-di-da. That's rich people. That is rich people shit. Only rich people walk around with no money, announce that they're there to pay you, and then say, "Oh shit, I didn't bring any money," and act like, that's the most normal thing in the world. Larry doesn't think of them as rich people, but that is some rich people shit. So, anyway, Larry's down 3 and 4 for this episode. And this is when He sees Bobby Lee, who's Korean. He's eating some sandwich, and Larry's like, "Oh, what is that?" And Bobby's real cagey. Bobby Lee's real cagey. Oh, it's meat. It's great meat. And of course, he's Korean, so this will pay off later. But I do have to say, I mean, as I was rolling my eyes, of course, at the whole Koreans eating dogs myth, which was covered in a very funny scene in the second season episode of Only Fools and Horses, A Touch of Glass. But anyway, as I was rolling my eyes about the whole Koreans eating dogs thing, I couldn't help but notice Bobby Lee does seem to have some fangs. I mean, not Ricky Gervais fangs, but they do pop on screen. I'm just saying I'm not saying they were bred for the sole purpose of tearing into animal flesh that's been bred over thousands of years to be friends with man, but they are prodigious. Now we cut to the big finale. We're at these dipshits' wedding. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, he's a plastic surgeon, so that'll be important. So we're at the beach, big wedding. But first of all, how the fuck can Jeff be there eating and drinking and whooping it up when Oscar's still missing? I'm sorry, this isn't your wedding. It's not your daughter's wedding. Oscar's fucking missing. And we're just gonna, whoop it up with some fucking corn dogs or whatever. Anyway. So, of course, also Jeff comes walking up to Larry. Hey, I saw whatever the rabbi's name is. I saw his car again in the parking lot. Again, this is the most benign, nothing, beige, nondescript car in the history of Earth. And yet they're just picking this thing out of, 8 miles away. It's incredible. Rabbi's not there, but his daughter is with her new tetes. And, of course, Larry goes and confronts her. And at first I was like, take it easy, Sergeant McCreepy. But, because he starts talking about her tits. And it's like, but then again, it's like, well, 90% of the guests at this wedding are this guy's patients because he's such a fucking loser. Only other people can invite her, Larry and Cheryl and Jeff and Susie. But he's a plastic surgeon, and they're his patients, so it's literally a titty fest. So fuck it, Larry, and hell, Larry was, if I remember, arguing against getting bigger tits. He said, hey, you should have gone a little smaller, so shouldn't we applaud them? Applaud him? Not them. Well, believe me, I was applauding them. I'll edit that out, don't worry about it. Now, remember, this is about the confrontation, not the money. That was the father. So my stance on principles remains intact. Thank you very much. So I give Larry the win for that. He's 4-4 for the episode, but of course he immediately blows it by the doctor comes up and he announces to everybody within earshot that he paid for them, which is bullshit and bush league. So come on, you can't win that one, Larry. So he slips below 500 for the episode. He's 4-5. So now we finish up with these two jerk-offs, these two losers. They're exchanging their wedding vows, but now in the middle of saying I do, she sees Larry's wearing the jacket, and I guess he hadn't replaced it yet with the money she sent him to replace it, which was nice. And so she just starts yelling at him. And it's like, aren't you getting... Fuck you. What is wrong with you? She might be the absolute fucking worst. First of all, and plus it was like 10 minutes, a day since she sent him this fucking money or whatever. He's supposed to replace the jacket or whatever. Anyway, fuck her. She's a fucking lunatic. Larry wins that one 5-5. I promise you these idiots are not still married. So that brings them up to 5-5. Kind of a treading water there for the season. The season totals up to 15-18. So well done, I guess, Larry, but we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for listening.